Did you ever feel lost? Like you don't know where you're going in life? Feeling like you don't know what you should do? Feeling miserable maybe? Like that usually happens when you don't have a perspective of your future. When you don't know what your future is going to look like, then you can feel like that, you can feel lost. So it's very important to have a vision for your own life. Let's take companies as an example. Companies always try to develop a vision, who they want to become, what they want to achieve, the vision, the mission, the strategy. But that also works on a personal level. Like, did you ever think about how you want to feel and where in life you want to be when you're maybe 80 years old? Or what do you want to think about yourself when you're going to die? I asked myself those questions when I got confronted with death, not me personally, of course, but someone in the family, and then those thoughts come up like, yes, one day we're going to die, so what are you going to do with your life? And I felt lost many times and that's when I started working on personal development a lot. And I still keep doing this every day, like I question everything. And what I found is very helpful though is really like imagine yourself when you're 80 years old. How do you want to feel about yourself? Not just, oh yes, I want to have a house, I want to have a car. That's not really important, but how do you want to feel about yourself? Where do you want to be in life? Like, do you want to travel? Like, what do you want to have done that you feel good? Maybe it's easier to think where you want to be in 5 years from now, in 10 years from now, but you have to ask yourself those questions, because if you don't, how do you know which choices to make? Like, I know where I want to be in a few years. I have a vision. Doesn't mean it's gonna turn out exactly that way, but I at least know the direction I want to go. I don't know the path yet, but I know the direction. And because of that, it's quite easy to make decisions, because I know if I go left, it will bring me further away from my vision, and if I go right, it brings me closer to my vision. So, developing your own vision for yourself, for you as a human being, is very important. And when I started thinking about these things, I also had in mind, I want to have my own business, I want to make a lot of money. But then with time, with the experiences that you gather, you also realize that's not really, that's a goal maybe, but you find also out that it's not that important. And my current vision is that I want to be in a place where I can help others pursue their passions and help them realize ideas that they have that maybe they wouldn't be able to realize without help, because they don't have the resources, they don't have the know-how. I mean, I still have to work on my vision, but that's what it is currently. And a vision is more abstract. It's not like numbers. Yes, I want to make at least $10,000 a month. That's not a vision. A vision is abstract, and it's more about it's about yourself, how you want to feel, how you want to behave, like what do you want to be remembered for, right? Do you want to be remembered for being a crazy worker? Do you want to be remembered for being inspirational? Do you want to be remembered for making a lot of money? Like, I don't think anyone wants to be remembered for making a lot of money. I think it's more important to help, to bring value to others, right? But these are the questions you have to ask yourself. A vision could also be as simple as, I want to feel good about myself, right? So, and having a vision of where you want to be, that's basically, it sets some boundaries of the person that you want to be in the future, and that gives you perspective. And also important, like, you have to believe in that vision, you have to want to become that person. Else you're gonna feel lost again, because you think, yeah, but I can't become that person. Yes, you can. But first think about, like, where do I want to be? Who do I want to become? Then, of course, once you figured that out, which is gonna take some time, you have a perspective. Then you will see it's easier to take steps, because you have this light in the future, and you know which direction to go. Now, how do you get to that vision? The next step comes, and you have to analyze, like, where am I right now? And that's where many people are not able to really see yourself for what you are. There are people that see themselves less worthy than they are. There are a lot of people that have self-worth issues. But there is also the other extreme where people become too cocky, too confident, under air quotes. Like, that's something that I noticed that many people struggle with, is self-worth. And if you are a person that kicks themselves, then you have to work on that. You're not gonna get far by kicking yourself. Because if you have a self-worth issue and you have a vision, you're not gonna believe that you're going to make it. Again, the other extreme would be that you think, oh yeah, it's easy, I will be able to do it, I'm awesome. The middle is always the best. So, one other skill that you have to learn is to see yourself objectively. Don't see yourself from your eyes. Zoom out and try to see yourself for who you really are right now. And it can be painful sometimes, but also maybe you're not as shitty as you think you are. There are good and bad things about every one of us. Nobody's perfect. And this was a very big issue for me. Like, just to name a few examples, when people gave me compliments that did something with me that I didn't like it caused a bad feeling inside of me, which is totally weird, right? Like, why would you feel bad when you get a compliment? I'll tell you why. Because I had self-worth issues, and I didn't see myself as this good person that other people saw in me, right? But the truth is, to them, I am that good person. So where's the truth, right? Or the other way around, when I got feedback or critique, or however you want to call it, I felt immediately attacked, right? Because I already had self-worth issues. So other people telling me what I can do better also felt for me like an attack. And those things, I recognized a lot of those moments where I felt bad, where I actually shouldn't, and that helped me to analyze myself, like how do I react to things and why do I react to it. Yeah, and of course also very important are the people around you. So choose the people around you wisely. So if you're just around negative people, who do you think you're going to be? Do you think you're going to be positive about life or negative? This is something very hard to do, but it makes totally difference. It makes all the difference. So analyze the people you spend time with, and it sounds harsh here, and it takes time. Like I am a kind of person, I'm more of a loner, and I was used to letting people go and closing myself in my bubble, but that I also had to learn. So just try to feel which people give you energy and which ones take energy from you. And now I know I'm a person, I like to generalize, and that we have to be careful here. So you should be careful if you have a friend that you know for a long time. Like if you have relationships and you ask yourself these questions and you find out actually it's taking energy from me, you should also ask yourself, like, maybe I want to make this relationship work, right? So you should put the effort in. It doesn't mean you should let everything go. So try to analyze who you are right now, try to work on your self-worth, and then you know who you want to become and who you are right now. And if you know that, it makes it much easier to take steps towards the person you want to become. If these things are not aligned in your head, you will get always blocked, you will get stuck, and you will feel lost. Because in your head you're a person that you're not really, and you don't know who you want to become. If those pictures of yourself are not aligned with reality, you will get lost. So take time, think of the future, think of where you're now, and make it something special. We have this one life, so why not become the person that you want to be? And it makes all the difference.